Hi YouTubers, just changing the glow plugs on a Honda Civic 03 plate. There you go, picked up 450 quid. Okay, change your glow plugs. Take your 4 bolts out of that top cover. Okay, these are the glow plugs. That's the one I've just taken out. Stamped Germany, so they're probably the original ones. You remove the glow plug covers by just pinching that. I used a couple of angled pliers like these. There's 2 bolts here that go in and hold this wiring loom for the fuel injectors. Diesel one, obviously, 1.7. So if you undo them, that gives you access to get these out. They can be quite fiddly, but just go steady. Try not to pull any of the wires off. And put a, I think they're, what are they? Where's my socket gone? Vanished. They're a 12mm deep socket. 12mm deep and a extension. Okay, that's the extension you want. On this one, come in that side of the inject pipe. Well, it's not an inject pipe, is it? Come in that side of that pipe there. Okay, and then same with that side for in there. They may be tight, so go steady. I mean, it might be worth putting some WD-40 or similar a few days before and letting them soak. Obviously I didn't have that problem, they came out easy. So take your glow plug out like so. Okay, obviously they are quite delicate, don't go hitting the tip and dropping them. Okay, some people might like to put a bit of copper slip in there, but there is some oil residue on these, on the threads, not on the actual thing. Drop them in, and then I always like to give them a little start just by your fingers, just so you don't cross thread them, because then you really will be in problems. Now this one's got 194,000 miles on it. You might want to check the pipe down there. See where the 2 Jubilee clips are? Just down there. Where this air box rests on it, it rubs a hole in it, and that's the only thing I've had to do on this. Somebody had just put some tape around it. So she's had her thread started. He says. Yeah. Okay. So start your threads off. I mean, you don't need to go silly on these. A 1/4 drive ratchet is quite sufficient for doing them. There you go, she's going in there. I mean, there's barely enough on the 1/4 drive to tighten it up. There isn't enough on the 1/4 drive to do it up. It's crazy. So, they've got quite long threads on them. So I'll find out it's not threading. There we go. There you go. So you don't need to put huge amounts of torque on that. There you go. Obviously you should be doing it to your specified torque settings as said in your thing. And then obviously just clip on your plugs like so, push them down. Then put your 2 bolts back in. Put your 2 bolts back in. Hold that injector loom in. 10mm. It's great, Japanese everything 10mm. Wonderful engine. 194,000 miles this one's done. So 10mm. Use that deep one. I mean, this is something you can handle quite easy, as long as you don't get any problems and snap them off. And this one's been to Plymouth 2 or 3 times with me, so that's not too bad. And I suggest you wear gloves. Some people don't like using them, but you're dealing with hydrocarbons, and they reckon 60% of what goes on your hands you absorb in your bloodstream. So, there you go. That's just the brackets for that one. Now then, I wonder if she's going to start. So, here we go, see if it starts better. Now, bearing in mind this, we're cranking.
20% off, only at HPH.
There we go. Also, the linkage gets stiff, but there's like a rubber gator on. If you lift the airbox out to check that pipe, take the airbox out of the way, and you may be able to see where it chaffs on the pipe. On this one, I've just put a copper sleeve in, piece of copper pipe, 2 Jubilee clips, job's done. Rather than a tape that was wrapped around it. So there's a gator that runs along the rods. So what I did was just made a small hole, inserted a syringe, and filled it full of oil. And yeah, it's a lot better. So, moment of truth now. Let's give it a glow. There you go, in neutral. I think it's the start of it. Well, it's a bit better. I've done 230 miles on just over half a tank. Let's try again, shall we? I don't think that's too bad. It is an improvement. Alright. Okay, YouTubers, take it easy.